Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got New Zealand versus Sri Lanka right here.
So can Sri Lanka
get
their second win of today?
This is the FIBA 3x3
will it be New Zealand who register their first victory? Spoken to some of the pundits in this tournament, and they're saying that New Zealand are the dark horse for this tournament. The tournament favorites are Qatar, the champions of 2016. China, the champions of 2017, lost their first game against Japan. And Japan will probably be, after that very, very narrow victory, 1-point victory over China, 20 points to 19. They'll probably start as favorites again. But it doesn't matter what you've done in the pool stage, it's what you can do in the business end of the tournament. Here comes Sri Lanka. Fonseca, travel call. That will go against Sri Lanka. The guest. Hand off, the guest. Moores. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka for the reverse. New Zealand, what a big man that is right there. Abdul Rahman Khaldean. Great ball control. The more of that point guard type player. The guest. Oh, knocks it down for the 2-point shot. Max the guest. Simran. But Simran open in the corner. Pulls up for the 2. An excellent start by New Zealand. Sri Lanka throwing everything they have at New Zealand, but New Zealand just, especially with number 13 in the paint, big man, James Moores at 2.5 meters. Hard to contest him, contest the rebound with him. The guest. Ooh, that's a foul right there. The guest was almost hit in the hips. So the guest to the charity stripe. Very, very young New Zealand guys. They are all 4 players in this team are 18 years of age. Apparently, oh, good steal right there by White. For the 2, hits the iron. Look at that. Look how they crash the boards, New Zealand. They're hard to stop. Look at that. Who can stop that big man right there in the paint? James Moores. Sri Lanka have to be smart about this. They gotta hit their shots. At the moment, New Zealand playing very, very good defense. Oh, almost a slam dunk right there. He thought about it. James Moores. And can't be too fancy. Got the ball back. Couldn't finish the guest. White asking for the ball. Moores. He's like a Hulk there. White for the reverse. Moores for the tip in. And he is very, very hard to stop. Big, strong athlete. Sometimes you can't stop size and strength. And James Moores has definitely got both. 7-0 in favor of New Zealand, and Sri Lanka is not through a lack of effort, but it's just through they couldn't finish. A few turnovers as well. Tried to attack the cup against a bigger, stronger team. Not going to say that, I mean, not fair to say more athletic, but New Zealand forcing Sri Lanka into some turnovers. The guest. You can hear the rim rattle from right here in the commentator's box. Sri Lanka. Again, I think Sri Lanka really need to try to get some open looks and get some shots, because attacking the cup seems to be a bit of a struggle. They can't get through New Zealand traffic. Yes, the man with the dunk earlier swings it over to White, to Moores. A good defense by Sri Lanka. That's more like it. Sri Lanka pulls up for the 2. Shot's not going down for the boys from Sri Lanka. Turnover right there. But New Zealand in full control at the moment. Sri Lanka have not scored. Rahman Khaldean pulls up. Again, he's tried that again, but good defense by New Zealand to get down to really close the Sri Lanka shooters down, especially Abdul Rahman Khaldean, the guest. What a finish, good move. Sri Lanka finding this pace a little bit hard to handle at the moment, but they're trying their best. There's a big mismatch here between in terms of size-wise between New Zealand and Sri Lanka. Timeout called by the referee. And so far, most of our games have been pretty close today. But this one is definitely the game that one team has been quite comfortable. But it's not over just yet. The guess right there. Set up and scores. And White. Moores in the corner. Just the way they execute. Quite amazing at the moment. Fonseca looking for the handoff. Fonseca. Courageous move by Aaron Fonseca. In the corner for the two. Sri Lanka got the ball. Khaldean. Picks it up. Moores. O'Connell. Oh, what a move by O'Connell. Athletic.
New Zealand back here 11 points.
11-0. Sri Lanka get the score. Again, where New Zealand is just very effective. It's just they're playing good tight defense and forcing Sri Lanka to turn the ball over. Sri Lanka likes to attack the cup at ferocious pace. Fonseca posting up. Fonseca. And Sri Lanka has a chance to get their first bucket of the game. Aaron Fonseca. And there it is. It's that shot, but New Zealand gets back to it straight away. They don't want to waste time. O'Connell. Khaldean. Got a kick out. Yes. There was traffic right there. Be careful. The guest punishes Sri Lanka from downtown. And he just gets quick back up on defense. 13-1. New Zealand can get this done pretty quickly in the next couple of minutes or so. O'Connell crossover. O'Connell kicks out White for the two. There it is. New Zealand executing very well on both ends of the floor. Not just offensively, but defensively as well. Good defense by New Zealand. Fonseca almost lost the ball for the long two. Hits the iron. Tried to go for the putback, now for the tip in. Oh, good effort and hustle, but he couldn't quite get there. Yoganathan. White. Tip in by Moores. White with the rebound. The guest. Oh, great pass to Moores. Unselfish. You saw Moores just cutting in. Oh, Moores steal for the dunk. Throws it down. James Moores. New Zealand with the hammer. Look at that steal right here. And that's what you call a boom moment. And Chanura Dialwis has had a very quiet game thus far. But this is a big mountain to climb for Sri Lanka. And well done to New Zealand. Look how quick they are. Drives. Sri Lanka get the rebound. Sri Lanka just needs some much needed production. The referee says no. Top of the key for New Zealand, so for Sri Lanka, sorry. For the 2, air ball. Shot there by Shinoda de Alois. Sri Lanka looking very, very frustrated. They've tried to be innovative, but this New Zealand team just with all the answers. And I must say, based on how they performed today, if they take on Japan and China and Qatar for that matter, very interesting to see. Timeout call, both teams taking a rest. Still plenty of time left in this one. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left. According to our TISO clock on our television screen and on the scoreboard at the moment. Not many fouls committed. 6 fouls collectively. 3 fouls each by each team. 3 by New Zealand, 3 by Sri Lanka. New Zealand really not tested in this game, but just happy to blast the cobwebs because this is their first game. Sri Lanka from the baseline. Just a rush shot right there for the 2. It's the iron. Well done to Yoganathan for getting the rebound there earlier. Simran his call. But finish there. The guest with the easy rebound. The guest. Good block. Fonseca with the fake. Oh, what a block there by Thomas White. Swing, quick. O'Connell for the 2. Yes! That's a moment right there. From defense to offense. The guest. 1 point away from victory for the winner. There it is. New Zealand with the extra point. 22 points to 3. And a big victory for the boys from New Zealand over Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka gave it everything, but at the end, New Zealand just too strong. 22 points to 3. New Zealand 22, Sri Lanka 3.